Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the sorority with your host, Jessica Mystic, who's crazy as fuck because this episode is brought to you by a clothing tag. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to see him holding up this little, it's like a winky smiley face. So everyone who's listening and you can't see, it's just a smiley face on like a tag from one of my son's shirts. But this tag, I picked it up multiple times, and being divergent as shit, I usually put it down. I have a tendency to like have a doom pile of tags in my dresser. Don't know why. It's like I like want to relive that I bought things. But anyway, this tag isn't even mine. And I keep finding it because he's obsessed with it. He's been carrying around this little happy little winky smiley face, which makes sense because that's totally my son's energy. He is just like this happy, grounded, anchoring being that I'm so grateful to have in existence with me. I'm so happy he chose me to be his mother. But this tag has been floating around, and it's inspired me to do, well, it was a divine sign. It was a divine sign from universe that I've been ignoring because my solar plexus chakra, y'all, has been out of whack. And I'm sure everybody's is definitely out of whack because if you're crazy and creative, we don't give ourselves enough. I don't think any human on the planet has a fully cared for, fully charged solar plexus chakra without doing the work, because humanity is hard, y'all. I don't know why I keep saying y'all, but that's where we're at today. Humanity is hard. Hits us hard. So we are going to do an activation today. I'm anchoring into a stone that coordinates that I haven't worked with in a while, actually. This is, if you're looking on YouTube, you'll see it's beautiful. It's yellow and black. The colors of, hello, Floki. Hello, hello. Did you come for activation? Yes, sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Okay, go lay down. Go lay down. We're gonna hear my dog panting because he doesn't want to be away. He always shows up for activations. I can be in here working away, and as soon as I start an activation, my dog will show up. And we're just gonna go with it. Okay. If you're gonna pant super heavy though, all right, you good? Okay. He always shows up. Floki in the house. You're gonna hear him panting in the background. He will be your breathwork guide in this episode. We're just gonna go with it. You can let me know how you feel about it. You can hit me up on IG and be like, Jessica, your dog's breathing was annoying. And I'll be like, well, he breathes because he's alive and he's here. So he wants to be part of this Bumblebee Jasper. That's what it is. Black and yellow. Stone today is Bumblebee Jasper. We're going to be working with just like this smiley face tag that I've got going on here. So let's dive in. Like, you know what? This stone is a vibe, and this stone is a kind of an embodiment, the energy of, like, just, you know how everyone's saying we need to be our most authentic selves, and I'm using quotation marks here, like our most authentic self, because we're seeing it everywhere on the internet right now. But self-expression is where it's at. This is the era of self-expression. So let's actually follow our gut, follow that pull and that yearning that's deep in our belly from our solar plexus, drawing us towards excitement, the butterflies that we feel when we take the leap and allow ourselves to free fall and to play and to be joyful and to kind of be on the edge of that stimulation. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Like that ride, like the, it's like the pirate ship ride, and it comes down, you're like, you just feel it come like all the way from your root up. Sometimes my daughter calls it butterflies are coming from her vagina, which is kind of true. Kind of comes from your root through your solar plexus into your stomach. Either way, I don't know. It comes from the bottom up, but it just fills you. It fills your soul. Like you get that tickle, that joy, that laughter in your belly. That's the energy we're anchoring into, because that's your energy. That's the essence of you. When you let that sunshine in and come out from you, from your solar plexus with this activation, that's what you're going to feel today. You're going to embody this bright yellow. I want you to feel this coming from your belly and like out into the world. We're always hiding our belly. We're always so self-conscious about our belly, which is so ironic because our self-confidence comes from our solar plexus chakra. So stop hiding your belly. I want you to like Care Bear stare style, like just, oh, we're going to activate this shit. In fact, if you're listening, I mean, if you're driving, you probably can't, but like take a minute or pause this. I'm in my sweats. If you're watching on YouTube, don't judge me. This is like what I live in. But we're going to Care Bear stare it. Like we're just, like we're activating this solar plexus. All right. Breathing into it. Take a few deep breaths. Like I'm jazzed now. I'm vibing off this stone. Like I'm just Here we go. Can you feel the shift? I swear I haven't had anything to drink other than like water and the almond milk latte. Like it wasn't even anything. There wasn't even coffee in it. In fact, I think it was like I think I put a scoop of like some kind of mushroom concoction, but that was it. Like not psychedelic mushrooms, just, like your regular reishi, something or others. Anyway, I digress. We're going to work on this, activating this. When we're breathing in, I'm sure you've heard before belly breathing, but I want you to really breathe in that belly, balloon it out. I want the air coming in. We're activating it. And like your first breath, like let's just shake it off, like sigh it out. Everyone's so tense, we're so stressed. Okay, like let that shit go. Look, he's anchoring in, he's getting comfortable, he feels the shift, he feels the vibe. Fun fact, while working with the stone today, Bumblebee Jasper, it's kind of like it's got a little bit of sting to it because it's actually not completely safe to handle a lot. You'll see I kind of hold this from, it's actually a pendant that I don't wear on bare skin because just like ourselves, like our shadow selves, okay, we're gonna make it comparable here. Our shadow selves, like just like this stone, it's a great stone, it's a major manifestation, activation, self-empowerment stone, but it can actually have toxic effects due to the presence of arsenic and sulfur. That's what gives it this yellow color, is like the sulfur. Like, I think it contains like 12,000 milligrams per kilogram or something. So if you're ever handling this, don't put it in your mouth. Do not make tinctures or elixirs with Bumblebee Jasper. Like if you want to hold it and use it, activate it, work with it, that's fine, but do not ingest this stone ever. Okay, so there's a disclaimer right now. It is safe to wear the jewelry. Personally, I wear the jewelry over clothes because I just know that there's arsenic in it and I don't want to wear it for a long time on my skin. So should probably wash your hands after, especially like handling raw Bumblebee Jasper. Not a good idea. Okay, guys? If you do, wash your hands. But we're working with the energies of this. So you don't even have to be have it in your space. If it makes you nervous now that I said that, but we're working with the energies of this stone. And this stone is incredible. So Bumblebee Jasper, it's got a very grounding energy, but it also promotes your strength and like your mental clarity, and it's a healing gemstone in the sense that it encourages our confidence, it brings out our enthusiasm, it brings out our courage, it deflects all that negative bullshit and drama from other people, like jealousy and gossip and all that shit, including that nasty little bitch in our head that tells us all kinds of shit. So we're going to repel that and anchor into this solar plexus activation. In fact, it'll even activate your sacral a bit, but we're touching in with our emotional body. We want to get closer with our life purpose, our soul purpose, our calling, our why, our drive. Like, why the fuck are we here? This is a very creative stone. Okay, this is what's going to promote you and empower you to push through and actively seek out new and exciting adventures in your life, in your business, in relationships, in every aspect. This, I'm getting way too jacked working with this stone. Like I need to like calm my tits here, but that's not the point. We're getting into it. This is who I am. This is authentically what's coming out of me because I am that ultimate hype girl. It's not just hyperfixation over here. It's all about the hype. And it's very beneficial in times where we're feeling that stress and we're feeling that anxiety. This stone is what's going to encourage us to embrace the change that we're on that precipice of. We're so afraid to move forward because we feel like we're so far behind and we don't want to fuck up anymore because we feel like we fucked up so far along the road. Anchor into who you are and step into who you are meant to become. This is going to activate you for that. What's coming to mind for you? What's exciting for you? As you breathe into your belly, keep breathing as you're listening. And whatever exciting thought comes up or something you've thought about and it might not even make sense. I want you to imagine and follow that thought. Where does it take you? Where does it lead you to? Don't stop it. Don't question it. Where are you going? Fall down the mental rabbit hole, but fill it with the yellow light coming from this stone. This stone, I don't touch my face, I've been handling it. This stone is going to be the inspiration that enhances your current creativity, your current passion, and all that could potentially be coming to you. It's going to spark new ideas. It's going to heighten your ability to focus. This is a powerful, powerful stone for manifestation. This initiates a journey towards actually discovering more about you, deeper into your why. I know we've gone into like, why are you here? What are your gifts? But while everyone's path is so different and so diverse and unique and can change many times over, this is actually going to cast a light on your talents and passions and the deepest values. What are your core values? What is your mission? What are you so deeply embodying as a human being in your work and on this planet? You're going to concentrate your efforts on what matters most. I want this to not just want this, this will compel you to take the risks, to embrace the adventure, to pursue your goals, regardless of the odds or obstacles that you may encounter. We're always going to have fear. Fear, to be afraid of fear is to deny yourself the opportunity to move forward. That fear isn't meant to stop you. That fear might caution you, but instead of leaning into that caution, like we use like yellow caution signs, I want you to embrace the yellow of Bumblebee Jasper. Fuel it into your solar plexus. Instead of being afraid and being overly cautious, let it be the sunlight, that driving light that's moving you forward. Let it be this little cheeky winky face that I found on this card that keeps showing up going, you got this. Raise your frequency. Invigorate your energetic nervous system. Overcome that hesitation, that fear of failure. I'm like almost shaking, you guys. I'm like so activated right now. But that sense of purpose for creating a life beyond measure. Anything is possible when you co-create with the universe. That's why we're using the tools and the minerals in this life and this earth to anchor into our present now, our existence. If you are a star seed and you feel like you've never belonged anywhere, well, you need to anchor into why you're here, baby, because you're here for a reason. You have something to offer. This stone is going to also inspire community, mindful service. It teaches us that our happiness is an expression of joy that is meant to elevate the world, humanity, human existence, strengthening this unshakable belief in yourself, in your ability, just like empowering your truth of what's infinitely possible, your truest potential. So here's some mantras I want you to take with you this week. So I create my own happiness. Say that again. I create, say it loud. I create my own happiness. I am determined and capable of creating the life I desire beyond measure. I create endless opportunity with each action I take. Woo! Feeling it. I am seen and supported by the universe as I share my divine gifts with the world. I want you to repeat, pick even just one of those. Whatever one really like hit you, I want you to write that down on a Post-it note, take a dry erase marker, write it on a mirror or whiteboard at work, anything. I want you to write that down, take a picture of it and tag me, share it to your story, share it on social media. I want to know which one resonated with you. DM me if you want on IG. You can connect with me there at Jessica Mystic. I want to know which of this resonates with you because I want to see you activated and anchored in your purpose. And, I would really sincerely like to know with these activations. Like, I am feeling all sorts of a vibe right now. But if you're listening, I mean, obviously, if you're listening, you're hearing this, but for those listening, if you're watching on YouTube, I would love for you to drop in the comments. If you're listening on the podcast, if you can go and leave a review. I'd like to know your thoughts on these activations and working with these crystals. I'd like to know how you take them. Like, do you find them beneficial? I really enjoy doing them, so I've been throwing them out here. This podcast is new, so I want to know what's working for you. So please, if you're anchoring into any of these crystal activations, I want to know how it's worked for you, what you've gotten out of it. Go ahead and leave a review. And for those who are leaving a 5-star review or sending a written testimonial, you can hit me up in the email hello@jessicamystic.com. I will be giving away a free digital copy of my Beauty Biz Magic Planner as a way of saying thank you. And in these planners, there is a prompt. I can even show you for those watching on YouTube. Wherever I put them all here, I've got a stack of them here next to my making my own magic cups. That's why in my planners, I have mindful messages from my crystal or card pull today. You guys, this is something I do daily. I anchor into the energy of a card or crystal to keep my energetics focused, to stay attached to my spirit, my soul, my calling, and to keep myself activated and on the right path. It's one simple thing. So if you're enjoying these activations, you can use these in the planner sheets as what you're activating you for this week. That's why they're here. But please do let me know how it's working for you. And I'd love to see what comes from you doing these. I promise you, if you're following along and you're doing these activations, you can go back, you can download, save episodes, revisit, re-listen. The more you anchor into these crystals, these abundance, these energies, these activations, you're going to see things begin to unfold and take notice of more abundance coming into your life, more money, more connection, more opportunity. And I'd love for you to share with me what that is, because I can't wait. I want to see you rise and shine, sister. I want to know how these are working for you, and I want to sincerely see you succeed. I truly, honestly, deeply, madly, lovely do. It was like a Savage Garden drop there for a minute. But I love you. I cannot wait to see how you embody your true nature, your creativity, and your divine calling in this world. If you want to connect even deeper, please don't forget, I have launched my official Mystic Sisterhood community membership. So if you want to check that out, link is in the show notes. This is a community that's one step further just from this podcast, where we can come together, we can collaborate, co-create, and I will actually coach you. There's 2 live lessons a month. If you can't hit the lives, you can watch them on the replay, but these are opportunities for us to connect and co-create together. So you can learn mindfulness, manifestation techniques, and the strategy to create money-making pathways and good cash habits that actually get you to move forward, break through those energy blocks and move ahead in your life and business without going completely insane and stuck in the shame spiral. So if you want to check that out, link in the show notes, like I said. But really anchor into this activation. This one's a big one, you guys, coming in from this new year. We're kind of coming off the high of the whole new year bullshit. But this is about anchoring to who you are. You don't need to reinvent yourself. You need to rediscover yourself. And that's where I'm going to end this today. Much love and many blessings.